Hello people, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in a really long time as usual because I've been trying to become conversational in Spanish in 1 month, so it's been taking up a lot of my time, as one can imagine. But I am gonna try post more because I have so many ideas, but I'm just lazy. Yeah. Anyway, so today what I'm talking about is something that I think will help anyone watching this video, and that is from this book that I've been reading called Intimacy. It's yeah, here it is. Boom. Read it, it is so good. Everyone should read it. It's very easy as well. Like, it took me a while, but that shouldn't mean anything. And I'm only going to be talking about a few points from this book today. And number one, I'm going to be speaking about how we have split personalities. Number two, I'm going to be speaking about anxiety and the constant line of questions that we have going on in our mind. And thirdly, I'm going to be talking about being present and living each moment, but in a kind of different way, so it's a bit more interesting. Okay, and if you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, do all that. My aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully it can happen, and then I can order Deliveroo. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so this first idea, this is about us having lots of different halves. I want you to think about yourself here, and I want you to think about who are you when you're in front of different people. And I don't think it'll be the same for who you are when you're alone, who you are when you're with your loved one, who you are when you're with your family. I think it'll be different for every single situation that you're in. And I want you to jot down who you are with particular people. And what you'll notice is that if a particular person, so let's think about an example here. So for example, if your best friends constantly compliment you on being loyal and for being there for them, then that's probably a quality that you are going to present a lot of time in that friendship. And it's going to be a quality that's going to be very hard for you to let go of, because those friends have almost given you a definition of who you are. And what we do in this society is what people say to us, we kind of collect it. And we make a little definition of who we are instead of making that definition ourselves. So one friend may say that you're hardworking, another may say you always look pretty, you always look good, how do you do that? Another may say you're just so busy, how do you keep so busy, it's just so admirable. And you'll take these things and you'll see, oh, this is what people say about me, so this must be who I am. And we become very split, and we become schizophrenic, because schizophrenic's etymology is actually splitting of the mind. So we become split. And what this author encourages us to do is to kind of recognize that, because you won't be able to change if you just take everybody else's definition of yourself. You have to be able to create your own definitions of yourself and not attach to what they're saying. So it's really helpful to write all of this down and think about it, because then if you suddenly, let's say every single day, you do makeup, you look beautiful, and everyone compliments you on that, you'll attach very heavily to that identity. But if you can let go of that identity that everyone else sort of helps put on you, maybe a few days a week you wouldn't mind looking bad, because your whole identity wouldn't be about looking pretty. It would be something much deeper than that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But yeah. Secondly, I want to talk about the idea of anxiety and what anxiety actually is, because I feel like so many people have it these days and we don't actually examine the root cause, making it really hard to treat it. Anxiety is a conflict between who you are and who you think you should be, or who you were and who you are. It's basically a fight between the present and the past and the future, and they are battling constantly. And battles create many thoughts in the mind. They create a great line of questioning, which is why people with anxiety suffer so much from so many thoughts in their mind, because there's constantly this comparison, or this going to the future and going to the past. And because of this conflict, there seems this great urge to improve, to be better than who you already are. And it's really interesting because in the book, he actually talks about improvement as a vice, that it's not a good thing, because to constantly want to be in a state of improvement means that you don't accept yourself as you are. And from the day you were born, people have been telling you that you're not good enough as you are, that you could become smarter, you could become fitter. There's never an end. This is our society. There's never an end. You could always do better. If you don't have a goal, there's something wrong with you. You know, you've always got to strive. Even if you have 1 million, keep going. Why not? It would just be stupid to stop. And it's all down to the fact that no one can accept who they are in this present moment. And if you could accept who you are in this present moment, you wouldn't be in conflict in your mind between who you should be and who you were. And these thoughts would go, and you would be content with who you are in this moment, and there would be much less stress. So this idea of improvement, try to let go of it sometimes, because I don't think it's helpful. Try to think, me as I am right now is fine. It's okay. I do all these other things just for fun. I do these YouTube videos for fun. I'm not trying to, get somewhere, because as soon as you have that, it does create stress. And even in this example, I do feel it that way. There's this one quote I really love. When you stop improving yourself, life improves you. In that relaxation, in that acceptance, life starts caressing you and life starts flowing through you. I really like that. Let life control you a little bit. Don't always try to control it, despite what everyone tells you. Thirdly, it's also linked to anxiety, but I want to talk about this idea of living the present moment. What I mean by this is, think about the last time that you got mad at someone and you didn't tell them. I bet you didn't tell them. You probably didn't tell them, because that's what most people do. I do that too. And then it's in you. It's in you. It's collecting in your little bookcase in the back of your brain. And every single time that you are not true to yourself in a moment, it collects in your bookcase because you have an unspoken thought. You had an unspoken feeling. A feeling is a better word. We don't have to share all our thoughts. And this collects. And this can collect in the form of anger. And people hold on to a lot of anger. And the guy in the book interestingly says that anger is in our fingers and in our jaws. Because think about an animal. When it attacks you, where's it coming at? These areas. So people hold on a lot here and a lot here. So that's why he said people that are holding on to a lot of anger tend to be very talkative, tend to eat more, and tend to smoke more, tend to have a lot of more mouth actions, because there's so much held in there that they need to be doing something with it. I found that very interesting, very relatable when I think about myself and other people in my life. So I think that's true. And essentially what we have to do is express ourselves fully in each moment, so that when we let go of that moment, it's done. We can officially put the past behind us and not think about it anymore. Don't latch onto emotions you haven't said. So really try to fully finish each moment, because that'll also contribute to less anxiety. Because anxiety is that bookshelf being really full. But if you can make that bookshelf a little, just a few of your favorite books, or even no books, that's the dream. And if you could just every single time say what you think, be true to who you are. And this isn't easy, this is really difficult. So what he suggests is just trying with your loved one, being with the person that you're most intimate with. Because if you can't be true to them, then who can you be true to in this world? So start with the number one person. Then maybe go to your family, then maybe to your friends, or whichever order that is a priority for you. And this is another quote that I love. When you want to smile, you can't smile. Your whole mechanism is topsy-turvy, because when you wanted to be angry, you weren't. When you wanted to hate, you didn't. And now you want to love, and suddenly you find that that mechanism doesn't function. You've got to let other emotions come into play to be able to fully experience love. And that's a really key message from the book that I found amazing. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed that, thank you for watching. And if you're interested in stuff like that, I'm going to keep talking about this book in other videos. Like and subscribe, comment, text me, call me, email me, anything. I'd be really interested to hear what you guys think. Thank you.